I'm sure some of you have seen the recent news of the Ivorian National Beauty Pageant that has announced that no wigs, no weaves, and extensions are allowed to be worn during the pre-selection stage. So the contestants are expected to showcase their natural hair, braids, or keep their hair in a short hairstyle like a buzz cut or a fade. And this was influenced by the previous Miss Ivory Coast 2022 winner Marlene, who participated in the pageant with her short natural hair. Now, I don't know about you, but I commend the Ivory Coast Beauty Pageant Committee, body, however you want to refer them as. I commend them for taking this initiative to help African women embrace their natural hair and beauty. But another part of me is thinking, why has it taken this long for natural hair to be put on a beauty pedestal? In an African beauty pageant, in the general sense, why isn't this more widespread? And over here on this channel, we have explored quite a few topics regarding our natural hair, including the reasons why there happens to be a lot of contempt towards natural hair, especially type 4 natural hair, whether it's from outsiders or from people who actually have this hair type. However, we're not going to go further into the topics. So let's talk about the positive impacts this initiative will have on the continent and also on Black women, Black African women in particular. So for starters, the Ivory Coast Beauty Pageant is setting an example for the rest of the African countries and the rest of the African beauty pageant competitions, which is a big positive. I've noticed that a lot of African beauty pageants tend to have a lot more contestants who do wear weaves, wigs, extensions compared to those who wear their natural hair. And while I do believe everyone can wear whatever they want on their head, because I'm not the one paying for it, neither am I the one who is maintaining their hair. So it's not my place to dictate what one does with their hair, with their own body, but it is a very interesting and telling experience. Nonetheless, this natural hair rule is great because it will end up having a knock-on effect across the continent, as I previously mentioned, which will have a positive impact, inspiring more African women to wear their natural hair out, especially at beauty-related events. I've noticed in the diaspora in particular, but also amongst Africans who are in Africa, there's this notion that natural hair isn't appropriate or it's unprofessional to wear on special occasions, especially when it comes to women. People are more prone to wearing their hair in extensions, wigs, weaves, as opposed to wearing their natural hair, which is insane to think, but it's not surprising. This new Ivorian beauty pageant initiative challenges and counteracts that notion and actually puts African women's beauty on a pedestal by saying, actually, our hair is more than good enough to wear to beauty pageants, weddings, graduations. Beauty pageants are all about showcasing your beauty while promoting social causes, but let's be honest here. You have to have a certain level of beauty to be able to get your foot in the door, and you are mostly judged on your beauty, as opposed to the social causes that you are raising awareness for. So by putting natural hair on a pedestal, the current beauty standards are being morphed into standards that actually reflect the population, which makes the standards a lot more attainable for women, and in this case, African women. Now, this can lead to helping some women's insecurities with their natural hair and push them to start to work towards liking their natural hair working with their natural hair as opposed to going against it and disliking it. Another great thing that I think this initiative will provide is creativity and innovation. Africa is home to some of the most beautiful and elaborate hairstyles that were mostly done on natural hair. And when you are wearing straighter hair textures, looser hair textures, your ability to be creative and innovative with the hair is limited. It's capped because the fact of the matter is, looser hair textures usually can't uphold intricate hairstyles that you can do on type 4 hair. Whereas type 4 natural hair is very diverse and can be manipulated in so many different ways. So natural hair rule will encourage the contestants to get creative with their hairstyles so they can stand out from the others. You never know. Some may even create hairstyles that we've never seen before, which would be really cool. On the flip side of the commentary though, there has been some commentary that states that this initiative is actually oppressing Black women and it's an extreme way of policing how Black women wear their hair, which is detrimental. And some also argue that other groups of women are not put under a magnifying glass like Black women are for their beauty choices, which I definitely see where they're coming from. And the reason why I can understand where they're coming from is because everyone has the right to express themselves in whatever the way they choose to do so. So banning wigs, weaves, and such restricts people from expressing themselves in a way that they want to express themselves. And if they are banning wigs and weaves, what else are they going to ban in the future? Also, beauty pageants encourage enhancement of beauty, and extensions, wigs, and weaves do fall under the umbrella of enhancements. So doesn't banning them mean that you are kind of contradicting yourself and kind of contradicting the purpose of a beauty pageant? So these are all thoughts that have been spoken about and worth mentioning because there is some validity in those thoughts. However, there is one point that they are missing, and is the future generation of young girls who will be growing up watching these beauty pageant contestants. We are in the time where we know better and understand that if we want to be represented, we need to represent our natural form the most. We come in various shapes and sizes and we choose to express ourselves in various ways. Some people like to wear wigs, weaves, some people don't, and vice versa. And everyone has the right to be represented, right? Now, with this knowledge, why would you not want to promote your natural form the most? Why do you want to continue promoting a beauty standard that you know will cause more harm and create more insecurities for women and these young girls growing up? Some are even saying that makeup should also be banned as well. And I guess you could potentially use the same arguments for banning wigs, but I think natural hair holds a heavier weight on how Black women determine their beauty compared to makeup. Also, makeup has been used by African people across various communities, nationalities, tribes, ethnic groups. It has been used in various ways since the beginning of time. So those are my thoughts. I am looking forward to seeing how this Ivorian beauty pageant will pan out in this year. What do you all think about this natural hair rule on beauty pageants? Should other countries copy it too, or allow people to just wear whatever they should other countries copy it, or should people just be allowed to wear whatever hair they want to wear? Let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next one.